Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, Exos looks interesting. Looks interesting. Nocco time. Yeah, speaking of Nocco, I know. Interesting, and it's coming out of a 3-month base too. Yeah, this GME is setting up too. Maybe in a few days. Yeah, CR, but they're not cheap keyboards. They have different models. They have expensive ones too. Is FBRX a short? Nope, I don't think so. They did an offering after hours and it's up 30%. That's pretty good price action. DNLI. There could be a short here. I'm not sure. If I would like this thing to extend one more day. There could be a short here today. More of a day trade maybe. It's a thin stock, so only for you with small accounts. FTH, I don't see anything here. Did it have earnings? Is it up because of earnings? If it's just a regular breakout, I wouldn't touch it. Upwork is strong, I know that. Yeah, it's all gone. It's gone already. It's too late now. So let's see here. PDD, great earnings. It's now almost a double in the past 6 weeks or so. You know, these are always tricky. Like, I saw high probability of a pullback, but on the other, Snap was also up like 70% after the earnings gap and kept going higher. It is still holding up. What's the other one? Snap and Pinterest, right? Oh, Pinterest never. Okay, never mind. I don't know. PDD, I don't know. If I can get a really tight opening range highs, maybe I'll do some. Nothing crazy. GRWG had great earnings too. XP reported. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I haven't decided yet. There could be a trade there, definitely. I mean, PDD, I mean, why can't this thing go to 200? I don't know. Peloton lower highs, lower highs, and higher lows. I don't know. Are we back in a buyer's market? We have been in a buyer's market for the past 8 months. But I don't really see many setups. Like, the indices look good. Nasdaq looks great. It's almost at all-time highs, but I see no setups. There are a few like JD, SC, these Asian stocks. JD reports Monday. Like, these ones are really holding up well. But earnings are coming up. That's the problem. Oh, it's wait. JD reports Monday pre-market. That's nice. Okay, and no, wait, no, it's not. It's Thursday pre-market and SC. Okay, so they both report pre-market on Thursday. Yeah, Fastly is an interesting one. It's tight, and it's already beaten down. And they're still gonna have great earnings or revenue growth going forward. So I'm thinking, it could make a move. I don't know. It's super tight. But again, I'm just not happy with the market. Like, as you can see from my portfolio, that's where we are at right now. I have two piece of shit positions in my portfolio right now. That says. But there are things setting up, like a lot of things that don't necessarily look good yet. They could be, great in a few days, like Coupa, for example. Like there's so many growth stocks that have been going sideways for like 6 months, and now they're building higher lows. So we'll see. All right, good luck, guys. Well, Celsius, that unwound fast. Interesting. So PDD, let's see. 800,000 first minute volume, and average volume is about almost 8 million. So almost 10% of the average daily volume in the first minute. So the volume so far is pretty good. Price action not as good. This NIO, holy shit. They want to take this one to infinity. This XBEV looks interesting. A lot of these growth stocks are bouncing, but most of them are running into resistance. Not all of them, but most of them. Like something like Peloton, it's running into this declining 10 and 20. D-Dog. Soon. Doku. I think growth stocks still need probably like a week or so of good price action. Then we'll have setups. If we get the good price action, that is. Yeah, Fastly's trying a bottom bounce here. It is. It's a good risk reward. I just passed on it. Yeah, it could work. Celsius is averaging its daily volume. It took out opening range highs, but no juice after that. But it looks fine. Just coming out of a range. It looks great on the weekly chart. It's been building higher lows for the past like 4 months. And just taking out the multi-month range on earnings. So we'll see where the volume ends. It's probably gonna end up like with 4 million volume at the end of the day. It is very low volume for me. I just liked it because this is the type of stock you look back in 3 months, it's a double. We'll see. I took a tiny starter on this XBEV because it looked good on the 60-minute chart and the whole sector is going nuts. But I just got stopped out of it. It was literally like quarter size. Just no conviction. It's not really a traditional setup of mine. It's more like a high tight flag on a 60-minute chart. Sometimes these can work really well on a super hot sector, but and it also reported earnings, so I thought it would have some juice maybe, but whatever. I did buy a pretty large position in this SC, opening range highs, so we'll see what happens on that one. It's a fairly tight stop. So like SC, I have 174.90 average, and my stop is in the low 172. So my stop is like $2.50. Okay, the average true range for this thing is almost $11. So my stop is less than 1/4 of this stock's average range. It's all about tight stops. This is how you get 20, 30, 50 risk to reward on trades. That's what it's all about. PDD's fading. That's the problem with these that have run-ups into great earnings. Sometimes they can go straight up, but sometimes this happens. And now in hindsight, it was a pretty obvious. It faded VWAP several times and built lower highs, and now it's fading. But obvious, everything is obvious in hindsight. I just hope my SC doesn't fade. Maxon Solar, MAXN. I can't. Oh, it's a thing one. But it's a solar, okay? Maxon Solar Technologies. Yeah, there you go. Gonna put it in my another watch list. To set up alerts on trend lines, yeah, I'm gonna show you how I set alerts on trend lines. I draw a line by clicking the left mouse button and dragging, and then I hit the space bar twice. Then I click either right or left click, doesn't matter, on that trend line, set alert, and OK. That's it. Very easy. Is PLL setting up? Nah, I don't know. It's more of a it's not really. It needs news to get moving. Solo. This thing already broke out like last week from a base. Run. Is it setting up? Oh, run. Yeah, probably needs a little bit more time, but it found support on 100-day. It's kind of building higher lows ish, and a few, maybe next week there's a setup here. Snapchat. Yeah, wow, Snap looks great. You see this? Bounced off the 20, but stopped at the 20 again, and now it's building higher lows on the 20. This is strong price action. It's developing a base right here. Reminds me of, which one is it? I don't remember which stock I'm talking about, but maybe next week we're gonna have a great setup on that Snapchat. SRRK, yeah, it's a thin one, but it could work maybe. Yeah, NIU looks pretty good. RH broke out yesterday. Just a classic flat base breakout. Very, very good. It reminds me of this breakout here when it broke out back in July, mid-July, right here. Went on a 45% move in the next couple of months. These types of breakouts are great, and it was kind of building higher lows, with the exception of this quick undercut due to the market conditions. Do I think FANG stocks will top in the next year? I have no idea. No idea. Absolutely no idea. Nvidia is setting up nicely. They report next week, but building solidly higher lows. That's good. Mara, Riot, these shitcoin stocks trying to move. Which is better, NVT or Xs? Xs has a better setup for now. Cron. Yeah, look, I'm starting to watch the wheat sector. There is something brewing here. The whole sector is setting up. Pretty much all the stocks. CGC is building on a potential high tide flag. Yep, I'm gonna start watching from maybe start tomorrow or something. These things are flagging. There's something going on there. EXPI, yeah, EXPI is holding well. It is great earnings too. Penn, yeah, Penn is also starting to set up. Another one I'm gonna start watch from tomorrow and on. GTBIF, this is one of the best wheat stocks out there. I don't know what they do, but they have great earnings growth. And also CGC has great growth, great revenue growth. The other ones like Cron and ACB, they're like pieces of shit. Like or wait, actually Cron also has great revenue growth. Never mind, but it's kind of okay. Man, I want another Nocco. Now that I'm long Celsius, I want another Nocco. I tried Celsius. What was it? Was it on Monday? It was okay, nothing special, but it was just one flavor. Maybe there are better flavors. Guys, remember my due diligence on Tupperware, where I visited the homepage and did some deep analysis on it? I did some deep analysis on Celsius a couple of days ago. Maybe this is the next big stock. We all remember what happened to Tupperware after I analyzed it back here, somewhere here when it was in the base here. It went up 140%. Guys, pay attention. I did deep analysis. I swallowed a bunch of Celsius. I swallowed their product. I literally swallowed their product. That's some deep research. My earnings notes, let's take the first number is the EPS growth year over year. The second number is the revenue growth. Let's look at something like, okay, so it's something like this. So this thing has no EPS growth, but it has revenue growth, right? 102% year over year. This is just the like earnings report. So they lost 48 cents. Consensus was to lose 41 cents. And revenue was 1.287 billion. Consensus was 1.07. So they missed on earnings, beat on revenue, and this is what the analysts expect this thing to like. They expect to have this stock to have 98% revenue growth this year, no profits. Next year, smaller loss, 42% revenue growth, and year after that, even smaller loss and 39% revenue growth. Wait, XBEV is actually... never mind. Fastly, is it going? Yep, now it's going. Yep. FTCH, yeah, they report after hours though. FTCH, SCLB, and yeah, actually it does have some really good momentum in the past month or so. Yeah, it's a good setup. I like this one. Very thin stock, but it's a good setup. Good catch. Guys, there's been like a lot of like these hit pieces on Celsius, and yet this thing has been building higher lows the whole time. Celsius had like 2 or 3 different bear hit pieces. But yeah, I mean, look, I haven't. Can someone summarize the bear thesis in a few bullet points? Because I don't. I mean, Celsius is not a fraud. Like, I literally used their product a few days ago. It's everywhere here in Sweden, and I guess it's everywhere in the US too. I don't know. So it's definitely not a fraud. Like, they have a real product. So what's the bear thesis? Because I know several like people have written hit pieces on them. Workhorse. Oh, I don't like it. I don't see anything here. APVO. Man, a couple of days ago I got stopped out of APVO. I gave back like 300k in profits. I'm so pissed off. And now it's so thin you can barely trade this thing. Or I can barely trade this thing. Sol? What is Solar? Ren? Oh, Ren is so. Didn't they have another ticker back in the day? Or maybe they didn't. Ren Solar, yeah, I haven't seen. This one is. Oh wow, this one looks good. Maybe up too much now, but damn, this thing looks good. Roku. Yeah, no, I don't see a good setup here right now. So this NIO reports on the 17th, on Tuesday. You know what would be ideal scenario? If this thing runs up to like 60 or something, 55, 60 on several days in a row, and then gaps up big on earnings, and then has like a 30% sell-off in a few days. I'm a dreamer. Yeah, Snapchat is so strong. Really strong. LOB, what's that? No, this is definitely not a parabolic. Oh, if it accelerates? Yeah, sure. Stitch fix. Yeah, it's holding. Yeah, it looks in a few days maybe. Yeah, INSP had the episodic pivot and it's been going straight up. This is what an episodic pivot should do. This is what I expect Celsius to do. It just hasn't been going yet. It's kind of sluggish right now. So EPVO, I mean, I reshorted some 14,000 shares. I tried to get a few more. Just trying to break down on the 60-minute chart. So I'm risking like $3 to make, I don't know, 15 maybe. On the short. It's super thin, super thin. It's getting more and more liquid for with every day. Okay, now I have almost full size on it. But it could easily reclaim, obviously. You didn't miss anything. Tesla. Like this Tesla looks super. I think this thing is gonna go to 600 before the month is over, man. This is not. It's not going down. Even on the last sell-off or whatever you wanna call it, it built another higher low. This is in a big flag. Once the time is right, I'm gonna build a big position. I could be starting today. I mean, this thing looks, and it's just reclaiming. Look at all the moving averages, 20, the 10, and the 50. They're all very tight. This thing looks absolutely amazing, this Tesla. Looks so juicy. No, wait, what? XPEB? No! Oh, come on, it had to stop me out. Look at this. It took out the lows of the day by a few pennies, and now it's going. Okay, thanks for that. Thank you very much. Trading is so easy. Those damn Chinese. Can there be an episodic? Well, first there has to be some news. There can be an episodic pivot on any stock at any time. Oh, JD is about to take out that. Oh, but I already have SC. Like, these are not like SC and, you know, it's like, doesn't look very tight, but the thing is, you know, what I look at is this, pretty much. So it's not like this, it's like this never happened. So if you disregard this, it looks very good. Like, it sold off when the momentum crash happened on the Pfizer news, and it found another support on the 50-day, and now it's back. Oh, JD, man. Oh, Tesla too. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, Tesla. I'll maybe buy a starter soon. Square long. It's hitting new lows. Why would it be a long here? I don't get it. I don't even know what NIO is on my watch list. Taking it off. JD. I am tempted to buy it, but the problem is earnings is on Tuesday pre-market. Same thing with SC. Looks like SPWR held up well. I sold it 2 days ago because I thought it was going to stop me out. So I sold it while I still had a profit because all the momentum stocks were crashing, and this one held up. And the EMPH, this one shook me out. Man, what a tough market. Super tough market. And I had incredibly good entries on this TQQ. I had some big size, like 135 or something, 136. And this one stopped me out too, shook me out. Your iPhone Pro Max? SC is going now. I have 25,000 shares of this thing. 26. Let's see if it can go to 200 before earnings. Yeah, I already said before, SRRK is a good setup. But the lower entry would have been better. Hog? No, not yet. JWS, I don't know what the news is. Oh, it's a SPAC. I guess. What's this Celsius doing? Come on, guys. Everyone go to your local store and buy some Celsius. Let's get this thing to 50. Come on. Come on, guys. I don't care if you like it or not. Go buy some Celsius. And also buy some Tupperware stuff too while you're at it. Let's get these things up. You can't find the trash anywhere? Order it on the internet. If it's not in your local store, buy it on the internet. Like buy 100 cans or something. Get it delivered to your door. You prefer cocaine? Oh. Should I buy it? I already bought it for me. I'm gonna buy it to all my viewers. Hey, everyone send David 100 cans of Celsius. He's gonna appreciate it. If like 100 people send him 100 cans each. David loves Celsius, don't you, David? Hey, David, you like Celsius, right? It tastes great. You do? Great. He's gonna love you guys. Hey, David, you can shoot the cans with your guns. Do some target practice. If you don't like the drink, it's a win-win. Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would. Hey, great minds think alike. Okay, Tesla. I may buy a starter here. Oh, it's at 420 too. What a great price to buy. No, what did I do? I bought a bunch of shares I was gonna add, but instead I sold what I bought. What an idiot. I bought 12,000 shares. Let's go. It's not a starter, it's full size, but whatever. It looks great. It had super tight range yesterday. It's reclaiming these moving averages. It's like an early pivot on this thing. Like on the weekly chart, the breakout level is like 453 or something, 452. This is like a sheet entry. Everyone go and buy a Tesla. Let's get this thing moving. Let's go. This thing better go to 600. And Elon Musk better not get a heart attack, because if this thing gaps down 50%, because you know, if something happens to Elon, that's not great. EP exits the same way you exit breakouts. Trail with the 10 and 20-day moving averages and sell some into strength. That's it. Wow, this plug just keeps going straight up, man. Missed that one. This DNLI is setting up for tomorrow. Like if I had a smaller count, this would be watch for tomorrow. It's just grinding higher right now. I hope this thing goes to low 70s today and maybe gaps up tomorrow. That would be a perfect setup. Like a day trading or a short-term swing trading setup. Pen is also about to trigger here. You stopped on plug last week? When? How? There was no sell signal last week. Between the 2nd and 6th. Wait, how could you... Where did you get stopped? I don't get it. Oh, you bought it on this day and then you got stopped out the next? Is that what you mean? Wait, what's Expo doing? Oh, that's going now. This GRWG, there is a potential entry here if it breaks out opening range highs. It's a little bit of a choppy one, but it could work, especially as it's breaking out on earnings. But not a 5-star, obviously. Oh, JD, straight up. Oh, maybe I should have bought that one too. Well, at least I got SC. Now I just want Tesla to go straight up too, and I'll be happy. QDEL, yeah, QDEL fucked me too. I lost like 450k on it when it gapped down. What a piece of shit. That Pfizer news, that fucked me hard. I lost 3 million in pre-market on Monday. Or not lost, I gave back profits. And I also, you know, took a losses on some things. But I was looking at early pre-market on Sunday. Everything was gapping up. Everything was insanely good. My account was at new highs. I come back 30 minutes later. I'm 3 million bucks poorer. Like, what the fuck? Insane. Yeah, it was a great day. I saw a lot of momentum guys and growth stocks guys took a hit. A lot of them. And someone posted some graphic. It was the worst momentum crash in like 20 years. Like 1 day momentum crash. Like all the growth momentum stocks were like down big on that day. So at least it's not a very common event, but these things happen, and that's what risk management is for. Now most of these stocks have bounced, they are setting up again, but they could have kept going straight down, right? They could be down, all of them. But no matter what, you stick to your stops. You don't hesitate. You gotta get out, because there will be a day when the dips won't hold and they're gonna keep going straight down. And if you didn't manage your losses, your trading career will be over. And it only needs to happen once. It only needs to happen once. And it's gonna happen sooner or later. Come on, Tesla. Come on. Go, go, go. I shouldn't have bought full size. I'm an idiot. I should have bought like a third size. because it's not really like a clean breakout. It's more of an anticipation type of a thingy. But 434? 434? What's there? What's at 434? I don't see anything at 4. It's just a random number. Like this MDB has been building higher lows for like 3-4 months, and they recently reported. Wait, why haven't I? No, they report in. Never mind. No, they reported. When did they report? Oh, 2nd of September. Oh, here. Oh, that's where they reported. Wait. But it's very, very wide. Like a lot of these names are wide. Like Carvana, you know, it looks good. Bounced up to 100, built higher lows. But it's wide. It's not as tight as you want them to be. So these names need more time. But I'm thinking maybe next week we'll start seeing some really good setups, as long as the market doesn't tank. Damn, next bev. Fuck. And if this thing goes to 50 now, I'm gonna throw up. Someone mentioned Square. Yes, in a few days, in a few sessions, when the 10-day, if the 10-day can catch up and this thing can go sideways, there may be a setup here, but it needs probably a few more days at least, 2-3 days at least. But right now there's nothing here. Come on, Celsius. Why is Celsius not moving? SPWR is bipolar. No, it's not. This is one of the best stocks this year. With, you know, it has had 2 really clean setups. I don't see this being bipolar. It looks great. Acts great. I just shook myself out of it because of, you know, fear. You heard I sold a boat? Who the fuck told you that? Elliott wave theory? Well, show me someone who has gotten rich on Elliott wave and I'll start believing in it. Because I was on the road yesterday, not on the ocean. Oh, okay. So I bought. So next time I'm gonna go boating, you will think I sold my car. I don't get the logic. No. ANAB. Yeah, looks nice. Good momentum. It's clean and nice. Very thin though, but yeah, it's setting up nicely. TCS. Yeah, sure. Looks good if we can break out on volume. Sage. Sage I don't like. It's more of a grinder. It needs probably a few weeks of sideways. And CDNA. CDNA, yeah, it could work if it breaks out in the next few days. Come on, Tesla! Elon! Announce something big. Come on, Elon. Get this thing to 600. Like, this is a very early buy. There's absolutely no type of breakout here yet. But the thing is, the way this thing has been building higher lows for 3 months, like, it doesn't want to go down, right? And it's kind of tight here, right? It's getting tighter and tighter. It's a very early. It probably needs, you know, break this 440, 450 area next week or something. Yeah, again, it's very early. And I'm only going to hold it if it closes strong. Needs to close strong. Oh, APVO looks, it's fading now. I have 17,000 shares of this thing short. I wanted 20. And if it had been more liquid, I would have done 30, but I don't want to play around with this super low float. XP as a flying car prototype? There you go. Damn, the Chinese invent flying cars. First they give us a virus and then they invent the flying car. Does it have bat wings? Does their flying car have bat wings? Okay, I'm gonna cut the stream now. I have some other stuff to do. But thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow. Damn, this XP fuck is gonna go to 50 now. Ugh. Oh, PDD is coming back. Oh, okay, PDD is coming back. Look at this, 12 million volume now. Interesting. Okay, anywho, thanks for joining, and see you tomorrow.